Hello, Dr. Hyder here, the Third Eye Doctor. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for watching this video. So, you're probably thinking why you're watching this video, and I think you know why, and I think I know why you're watching this video. It's about my journey as to why I needed a coach and becoming a coach, and thirdly, why a coach will help you in your journey. I was going through a pretty interesting time in my life when I was doing charity work in Iraq. This was back in 2012. I'd been there for 2 years doing some wonderful work, doing some eye surgeries and eye medical therapy for my fellow countrymen in Iraq. And for me, that was the epitome at that time of my dreams and my goals in my life. And for some reason, while I was doing that work over there, which was physically satisfying, emotionally satisfying, but there was something missing inside of me. And that thing inside of me grew bigger and larger and much more profound. And it got so big that it consumed me. And instead of being in a position of emitting light, I was turning into a black hole. I was attracting darkness. And I ended up being in a very dark place. Why was that happening? I wasn't too sure. I'd lost my way. I think my passions and my purpose and my values were being questioned at the time there. And I found it very difficult to get out of it, to find the light again. And it was in that situation, being there in the job of my dreams. I'd been working for over 10 years to be in that position, probably more. That was the ideal dream job. And I was in this very dark place there internally, and it wasn't until I saw a friend and I conversed that with them and I told them about the position that I was in, that they mentioned the C word, the coach word. Why don't you see a coach? And previously I'd heard of coaches, but I never thought it would apply to me. I never thought that coaching was something that can help me. That's when I was introduced to a man called Brendan Burchard, who helped me, who invigorated me, who brought back my sense of purpose, and I found a new lease of passion, and made me more in tune with myself and who I really am and what I'm really about. And until I actually spoke to Brendan, I didn't really know what coaching was all about, and I didn't really know how my life fitted into that and into that part of my makeup and existence and psyche. And it was a revelation, really. It was a revelation having those sessions with Brendan. And he was on the other side of the planet. I've never actually met him face to face in real life. It was literally all over the internet, all over Skype. I was in Iraq at the time, going through those political and those military problems. It was sort of all the problems were going on around us, and I was in very deep discussions and very interesting relationship with Brendan. So that was the start of my opening to the world of coaching, and since then I've embraced it totally. And the people that I work with, the doctors that I work with, who I coach, it's quite a revelation for them that there is these alternative pathways to success, that there are these alternative pathways to therapy, that there are other alternative pathways to self-improvement and self-realization of your full potential. So you'll find that unless you actually open your eyes to the other side, open your eyes to alternative methods of improvement and dialogue, you won't actually realize it. And the thing about a coach is that they're able to look at your life from an objective view, from a different perspective, away from where you are, because the reason why you're stuck in your position is because you're looking through your lens, you're looking through your eyes, you're looking through your position. Whereas where a coach comes along and gives you an objective perspective, an objective view. So it's a bit like the helicopter that's going on above us. As a helicopter goes across, what the helicopter sees is different to what I see. So being a client only sees where they are right now, here, sitting in this lovely garden. Whereas the coach can sit in his or her helicopter and drive across, and will be able to tell you exactly where you are right now and the potential of where you can get to, just by giving you a different perspective, a helicopter's perspective. Okay? And that's an interesting concept to think about when you're thinking of looking at either being a client of coaching or being a coach yourself. So the next question is, what is coaching? Now there's a lot of definitions for coaching. There are a lot of federations that teach coaching. There are a lot of organizations that teach coaching. And over the last 3 years, working in the coaching industry, there's one word that really resonates with me when it comes to coaching, and that is relationships. For me, that's what coaching is about. It's developing professional relationships between the client and the coach. And when we talk about relationships, we talk about journeys. For us to go and create a relationship, it implies that there is a journey. And the coach is a person who holds your hand and takes you on your journey. It's your journey, and the coach is there to help you on your journey. And in any journey, there is a start and there is a destination. So what's important about coaching is the relationship. It's developing that professional relationship between the coach and the client. And the important thing about relationship is creating a safe space. A space where the client can develop, a space where the client can improve themselves, a space where the client can look within, a safe space where the client can look within and create new insights into where they are, where they were, and where they're going towards. And you'll find that the best improvements in life come when you get new insights. And to create new insights needs space and safety and trust and love and understanding and tolerance and time. And all of these things develop with a relationship. And the best coaches are the ones who develop great relationships, all within a professional framework. So coaching is important. It gets you to find new insights into yourself, and it opens your third eye. And when you open your third eye, you get new, interesting insights, both about yourself and other people. Because once you open yourself up to yourself, you find that you open yourself up to other people, which improves your relationship with the people around you. The last question that I think that's really important when you're hiring a coach is who to go to. Because there's so many coaches out there, there's so many federations out there, there's so many organizations that have people under their wing. For me, there are two things that you need to ask when it comes to hiring a coach. And the first, most important thing is experience. Experience trumps anything else. It trumps degrees, it trumps qualifications. Qualifying as a junior doctor doesn't make you a doctor. It just puts you into a position where you start becoming and training as a doctor. Once you become a consultant in the NHS, you don't become a consultant once you get your CCT. You become a consultant while doing the experience of the job of being a consultant. And the same with a coach. For you to hire a coach, you need to know what the experience is of that coach. What experience do they have? And one of the important things about experience as being a coach is life experience. And you do need to have lived a fairly longish time for you to get a decent amount of experience in life. You know, there's no getting away from that. And for some of our colleagues who are so-called life coaches and they're in their teens and early 20s, well, good luck to them. And I'm open to all people and all experiences. Experience is the key here, guys, when it comes to hiring the right coach. And someone who has experience in your field, in your life experience which you're having difficulty with. Someone who's been there, who've been in the trenches, who have been in the same position that you are going through. That's really important, life experience. And the reason why I picked Brendan is because he talked about how my life matters. Whether I've lived my life or not, whether I've loved enough, and the kind of position that I was at that time needed someone who'd been in a position where they had achieved everything in terms of corporate success or medical success or academic success, and yet was still feeling very empty inside. So he went through that life experience, and that was something that I was going through and wanted someone to help me out of it. So experience is essential when it comes to hiring the right coach for yourself. Have they been through what I'm going through? And how do they get out of it? So experience is really important. Not the degrees, not the certification. For me, they have to have been through that experience themselves to know what I'm experiencing and what I'm going through, and be able to appreciate and empathize with that. The second thing, which is really important for hiring the right coach, is results. It's all about the results, guys. You know, you want your coach to produce the results for you. You want to get to a particular destination from A to B. To get to B, you need to get the results. And that's something that you need to make sure your coach can deliver on the results that you want and that you need and that you're looking for. And for you to get the results, you need to measure things, guys. You need to have measurable outcomes. And that's something that is probably not looked at enough in the coaching industry, is how do you measure your results and what is the end point of the coaching plans. And now, which is latest development, is that there are now technologies and apps for you to measure the outcomes, to measure the results of your coaching endeavors. So guys, I hope you've had an interesting time watching this video about my journey, about why I picked this journey of coaching for doctors and other healthcare professionals, about how to pick the right coach and why to pick a coach in the first place. And the important thing that I want you to take home with is that you do matter, and it's always worth that effort to change yourself and your situation and your environment and everything around you for the betterment of yourself and for society in general, because it's worth that change. You are worth that change because you are that special person that we all believe in. I hope that's helped. I hope you'll watch more of my videos, and as I say all the time, let's keep our third eye open. Take care, have a good day.